Hi everybody, this is Dr. Mack at PacificEastAquaculture.com. So I've been posting a lot of Blastomussa frags lately. We actually have a separate page on our site with just Blastomussas. And I wanted to show you some of these in a little more detail, in that we often have the thought that this is a slow growing coral when actually it really isn't. So what I found is they like mostly blue light, very low level of light, and very little water flow. Actually, I have most of them in areas in the systems where there's virtually no water flow around them. And what happens is the polyps are able to fully open. So let's take a look at one of these, just a random selection here. And you can see all the little baby polyps that are growing on this. And this is in a period of time of maybe a month or two. So there's quite a few, and they're fairly easy to frag. It has to be done on the saw, on the band saw, but once it's fully closed, so when you handle them a little bit, take them out of the water and handle them a little bit, the polyp will close up. And that's important to make sure that it fully closes, and then you have to sort of delicately saw right between the two polyps rather than cutting the polyp in half. Although it does happen at times where, a polyp gets cut in half, and generally they do grow back. Let's take a look at another random one here. So that's the one I call gold miner, and this one here I think we call bloomin'. And let's take a look and see. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell because there's all the little guys underneath. The polyps open up so much that it's really difficult to see underneath them until they kind of close up a little bit, so you can see all the little polyps underneath and how it's growing onto the ceramic plug. But again, these guys are really hardy, and they do grow fairly quickly. They're easy to frag. You can see here's a little polyp underneath this one. And just like a lot of other corals, the new growth, the new polyps, have a distinctly different color than the fully mature polyp, and eventually that's going to change, somewhat based on your lighting and tank conditions, but mostly they're going to grow out to the same color as the quote parent colony. Let's see if there's any. There's a few starting to grow up underneath this one. Now again, these are Blastomussa wellsi. We also grow Blastomussa merletti. That's totally different looking coral, and they grow equally quickly as these guys. There's a few little babies on this one. Let's check out one more. And you can see all the little ones underneath here. So what I'll do is periodically go through and I'll delicately cut these small polyps off, and pretty much within a couple of months they've grown out into the full polyps like these that you see on top. So just like everything else, it's sort of like underwater gardening. We're constantly going through, checking the growth and fragging them and letting the little guys grow out. So check out our Blastomussas on PacificEastAquaculture.com. Thank you.